Hello guys, this is Awake Cinema coming at you with our first tutorial on how to make a simple intro. Alright, so obviously first what you're going to need is pretty much just Photoshop. So what you first are going to do, go to MoGraph and MoText. This is mainly for people who are just starting out in their GFX career or Cinema 4D career. In other words, let's just do Awake. Alright, now let's go choose a font. For this, I'm going to be using Ethnocentric. I think that's how it's pronounced, but... Are you kidding me? It's not responding? Let me pause this. Oh, no, it's back. Alright, so E, Ethnocentric, bold. Now I can take that down. You can download the Ethnocentric font from the description. I'll put it in there so you can quickly run the data out and see how it looks, but obviously we're not just going to leave it plain white. So double click down here in the material box. Actually, I do have my own color or material pack, so I'll also put that in the description, and I'll put it on Mediafire and you can go download that. Alright, so I have to go find it. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow while I record. It'll be a lib4d file, so if you have like any antiviruses that may not allow that, just disable them for a little bit, which it shouldn't block it. So I'm going to be using Blue Lava, which looks amazing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and give this some filler caps, so change both of these to filler cap and put these to about 10. Yeah. Alright. So you might want to move that up a little bit. And there you can see it looks amazing. So we're going to add some light so it doesn't look so it doesn't look so dark. Drag it to the side, bring it back, go back to where the center of it is, and focus on the text. Alright, there you go, it looks a bit better. Actually, yeah, we'll leave it there. Alright, so now, pretty much, it's gonna be like our official intro, which you should have just seen before this clip or video. Alright, so you're going to add a camera, go up to cameras, scene camera, and you're going to, I'm going to start off in the A, so look in the A and go through. Alright, so you're going to keyframe it while you're on 0 frames, go up to about, let's say, 50 frames. If you're doing with, if you're doing this with more frames, you can make it longer, but this is only going to be a quick intro that we're making here. Alright, so click that little circle button here, and then zoom out so you can see your text, and maybe even move across a little bit. Then unclick this. Then as you can see, the camera moves in and it moves out, so let's just quickly play that so it comes out, and then you can see Awake. And then if you want, you can have this quickly move out of the camera.
Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up, and when the music fucking hits, you better jump.
And then keyframe it while it's still there. Go to 85. Then move it out. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. So just move it out so you can't see it. And keyframe while it's on 85. Yeah, okay, so that works. Okay, so there's the intro. And then at 85 frames, it quickly zooms out. You can make it more spaced out along the frames so it lasts longer, but that's just a quick one. So then go into your render settings up here, this little third button on the end. This should be on full render output. Go set this to 1280, this to 720. That will just be pretty much 1080p HD, and then change that to all frames, do this to AVI Movie, or if you're on a Mac. Not quite sure because I don't own a Mac, I own a PC. So you can make this whatever awake. Yes, yeah, name it whatever you want, and then go over here and hit the render button, and then that will start rendering. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time. This is Awake Cinema. Sorry. Alright, goodbye.